It is December 26th, 2024. Currently over here at the abandoned house, as I have been calling it. And I just want to make this video just kind of talking about this year in a recap, essentially. So I guess this all starts, I guess, right here. Back in 2021, I ended up purchasing this place on tax sale for X amount of dollars. I'm not gonna say. And came with a lot of ground. You guys have probably seen through my videos that I've made of this place, just everything that we've done to it. I then ended up buying, there used to be a house up here on top of the hill. I bought it. And there used to be the trailers over here, and I bought them. So I guess that's where it starts. I bought these, not solely for the trailers, the foundation, or the house. I bought them for the ground. Brief history. This particular place here sat empty since 2014. That was the last time someone lived here. That's documented. Trailers. I remember as a kid, probably 5 or 6, going over there. And they were empty then. So I'm 22 now. So they've been empty for about 16 years, we can say. And so where I'm at, you can hear it's pretty quiet. Got a neighbor next door, neighbor way over there, one across the street over there. The township owns right in the front here. I own the other half. And I decided, hey, I want to do something with them. I want to help clean up the town. And something told me that this is where I need to start. So I did. And I decided to make videos, take lots of pictures, still take pictures of progress. Just kind of showing what we've been doing, helping out the community. I mean, like I said, them trailers sat empty for 15 plus years. No one did anything with them. Nothing. They just sat there, dilapidated. And so I wanted to clean it up. I wanted to do something about it. And so I did. And finally we have nice grass growing over there. I said it's even tough now to see where they were at because it's so different. The landscape changed. Been filling it in over there. It's been really, really nice. Over here, you probably see we've done some progress as well. And I'm going to get to that here in a little bit. But I want to take you back to the end of my, I guess, pretty much my last video of this place. That particular video was talking about the kitchen up here, starting the demolition of it, as well as kind of leveling out the front here. We had somebody come and level the front because it was kind of almost like a bowl shape. Everything kind of ran into different spots. We had that all leveled out. Guy did a fabulous job. This whole thing in the front is pretty much cuttable now. And I have people from around the local community who have said they've lived here all their lives. They've never seen the front of this place cut the way it is now. They said it was never cut, and they recall at least, I mean, as far as I know of, even through the aerials and stuff, the front here was never cut. And people have told me even back, they recall from the 70s, and it still wasn't cut. So you're telling me in 50 plus years, at least, that people have talked to me about, it was never cut, and now we got it cuttable. So what's that say? So yeah, in my last video, I said more to come, more updates soon, and plan on taking off the kitchen. The photos where the guy leveled out the piles was actually taken in September of 2022, because there was a lot going on. I didn't have time to get it out that year. So then I decided let's make kind of a 2023 broad overview. That was leveling out the piles. That was starting on the kitchen here. And we got it down to a point that I felt semi-comfortable with. Because if you even go back to whenever I first came over here, that kitchen was shot. Maybe it didn't look like that on the camera. I'm pretty sure it did. That back roof over there was bowing so bad, water was actually leaking down through the wall, and it was rotting out the back wall. So I took it upon myself, because I'm over here pretty often. In the summertime, springtime, fall. Not usually over here now, but here I am. I don't want to walk in that kitchen someday and that roof come collapsing in on me. So that's why we took it down the way we did. Which, that thing was a lot tougher than we all thought. Needless to say, we got it down. Unfortunately, that was pretty much the end of fall. That was about October whenever we got that down to a point where it was actually wedged into the ground. It was disconnected from the house, but it was wedged up against the house and the ground. So it was physically impossible for that thing to move. Like I said, I had all intentions on tearing the rest of it down. It's pretty much where I ended the video, because that was fall of 23. In the spring of 24, we were going to take it off. And this is where the story begins. So we had a guy come with his tractor. Ended up tearing the rest of that off. I took it. I have piles of shingles from it. Didn't burn one shingle. Took all the wood. Burned all the wood. There was a couple savable things. Not much. Guy actually took and bought some of the savable wood. Cool. Glad that they could use it. Stripped all the wire out. Got everything out. And you can see behind me, I mean, it looks a lot nicer. Then it came about July. Over at our other property. And supervisor calls us. So that's kind of strange. Hey, what's going on over at this property? I don't know. Well, should we go over? No. It popped up in my email. Okay. I just want to know, what were your plans over there? Oh, we're eventually going to tear it down. Been working on it for, well, now 3 years. Said, hey, we eventually turned the place down, but I said, we do it as we can, essentially. Note this is before that part's gone, and we're just working on getting the kitchen off here. Okay. He's like, I see it. He drives by here. Everything worked out good. Said, okay. Next day. In our local newspaper, we get that. It has this place listed for a hearing, talking about this being a blighted property and a dangerous structure. Call up supervisor. What's this? I have no idea. What do you mean you don't know? That's for a code enforcement officer. Oh. Okay. So, nice enough to give us her number. We call up our code enforcement officer. See, we got this in our local newspaper saying that there's going to be a hearing on this place. Saying dangerous structure. I'll say, I won't deny, it's dangerous under their qualifications. Meaning that there's no utilities. The kitchen roof was falling in. The attic's burnt out. I get it. I've already walked around that place 1,000 times. I've never gone through the floor. None of the walls have ever collapsed. None of the ceiling has ever fallen in on me. So that's still pretty strong. If you have an old house, you know these things were built like rocks. They were built to last. So our code enforcement officer, well, here's the situation. We're going to give you 90 days to tear this place down, backfill it, foundation gone, everything. So there's no way. Okay. We'll talk to your township supervisor, see if they can get you a demo permit. We can go from there. So we call our supervisor. Supervisors, I should say. We have 3 of them here. Call the other one up. Want to request for a demolition permit. Okay. He said, is that your place on blah blah blah? Yeah. I never knew you guys owned that. Because you don't actually live in this particular community. He lives in another community within the township. So he's not really down here too often. I get it. He's like, if I would have known that, because he knows us pretty personally, he's like, I know you guys have been working on that. He's like, we would have never, had anything. Okay. So, well, can you at least get us a demo permit? Yeah, I can get you a demo permit. So, end of July comes, we finally get the demo permit. That takes about 2 weeks. You have to make all sorts of phone calls, file for one, file for an application. You have to wait for them to make it. You have to call the inspector, all sorts of stuff. Post it. That's all done. Everything's good. Cool. Fast fact, where I'm at here in Pennsylvania, a demolition permit is actually good for 1 year. After that year, if you don't end up, something gets delayed or you don't have enough time or, some sort of emergency happens or whatever, you can file for an extension on your pre-existing permit up to 6 months. And then after that, you have to reapply for another permit, which is good for a year. Okay. Why do we have 90 days? So we call up our code enforcement officer. We got a demo permit. There's going to be no more hearing. Township supervisor said, since you got the demo permit, we're going to cancel the hearing. Everything's good. For her, that's not good enough. She wants something in writing saying that we're going to make progress on this. Has to be down 90 days. Said it's physically impossible for us to tear this down in 90 days. Just can't happen. So she's like, what about this? If you make significant progress by the end of 2024, meaning pretty much by now, you'll be good. And then, if need be, file for that extension in the summertime. but try and get it down before summer. Okay. So essentially we had 6 months to tear this place down, backfill it, level it, have all the inspectors come. There's no utilities. We had all them disconnected a long time ago, like shortly after we bought the place. So that was already done. So like, how did this all come about? Yeah, how did this place in particular get chosen to be in the paper? Have us get a demo permit, which I won't deny getting a demo permit. Sure, you know. If you know the area, you know where this place is at. There's far worse houses very close by. Which leads me to another thing. I have never, and I will not, disclose the address of this place, mention the previous owner, or mention the town that this is located in. I never have done that, and I never will do that. But somehow, someone in our community found that video of me tearing that kitchen off, reported it to our supervisors, knew it was this place, knew it was me, and knew that I would go through this struggle. So, on top of all that happened, our code enforcement officer also relayed to us for me to pull that video down, which is kind of infringement on privacy because like I said, I never said where this is at. I never talked about the previous owner. I said a family back in the 70s. Fine. I never gave the first name. And that's also not the person we bought this from. Indirectly, I should say. Because we bought this on tax sale. She wanted me to pull down all the videos of this place. Pull down that video. And I'm making our video about this place. Because it was encouraging youth to come over here. Which is not at all my intentions. And I guess making it look like some sort of fun house. Because it was almost welcoming kids. Kids could get hurt, as she stated. I won't deny that and say kids could get hurt. Number one, why are kids over here? Number two, good luck coming over here without me knowing. Because I have cameras over here, all around this place. I got a gate, which I showed in my slideshows. And I also have probably a good 15, 20 posted signs. There's no reason for anyone to be over here. So I didn't like that fact. I didn't like the fact of infringement on privacy. I had to pull my own videos down that I made that documents history of me cleaning up our community. Because someone in the community didn't like me cleaning it up for some reason. Like I said, this place sat empty for 10 years. Like, wouldn't you want to see something done to it? Them trailers sat empty for 15 plus years. Wouldn't you want to see something done about that? So I guess the reason for today's video is one, document what happened this past year. Second of all, for the irony's sake that I'm over here, actually shooting a video not supposed to be over here, we actually lost our code enforcement officer. So all the videos I made of this are going to be re-uploaded. They're my videos. I never said where this is at. Never inviting anyone to come in. Just because I opened the door that used to be there doesn't mean, hey, come on in. That just means because I unlocked the key and I didn't want to put that in the video. Or I unlocked the gate because that's stupid. Why would I video me unlocking the gate? Why would I video me unlocking the door? Just because I don't include it doesn't mean it's not there. So stay tuned. We're going to be posting more updates as time goes along. I already have another video in the works showing what we've done As you can tell, the front porch is now gone. I call that progress. So take care. Like I said, if you have any stories, if you know this place, please share it, because I'll read it and think that that's really fascinating, that, you know, that happened here, or you have that sort of memory here, and just, it's really neat to me, and I just find that stuff really interesting. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.